Yesterday, I did a post asking if readers would like to listen to the author's work in progress in their own voice or in their heads. Would they prefer to read it using the voice that's in their heads or hear it from the person who's actually writing it? Overwhelmingly, people said they wanted to hear from the author. So today, I'm going to give you a little snippet of the first chapter of my book that's coming out April 7th. Perfect Match. It's book 3 in the Heavens Matchmaker series, and it concerns matchmaker Olivia Joyner. So bear with me, I'm going to go from my screen to the phone, so don't think I'm ignoring you. I think I need to find out a little bit more about you to determine exactly what it will take to ignite that spark in the next woman I think is perfect for you, Liv said. So you do see me as the problem. It wasn't a question. The male ego was such a fragile ball of fluff. She sighed. Gently, she laid a hand on his forehead and stared him straight in the eyes. You are not a problem, nor do you have one, she said firmly. When it comes to the heart, it can be a fickle bitch when it wants something. So now I'm fickle. He blew out a breath and lifted his hands in the air. I've got unidentifiable relationship problems and I'm fickle. Great. No wonder my wife left me. For a hot second, Liv worried she'd stepped over a line, but when one corner of his mouth lifted and he shook his head, she knew he wasn't upset. That and the real reason his wife had left him wasn't anything to do with him and everything to do with the affair she was having with a partner in his medical practice. Liv pursed her lips, narrowed her eyes, wordlessly telling him she was wise to him. His full, thick mouth split into a teasing smile of its own, making her heart skip a beat or two. Matinee idol handsome was no misnomer when it came to Hunter Reinhardt. The guy could have been a megastar on his looks alone. Liv's thought that he'd be on her list if she was looking to get married again shoved back to the front of her brain. On the list? Hell no. He'd be at the top of it. Something, when she thought about it, that gave her a moment's pause and stopped her in her mental tracks. There was no way she should be thinking of him in any kind of personal terms, such as marriage material, whether metaphorically or literally. He was a client. A client. And there were strict rules about clients, rules that forbade ever crossing a line from a professional relationship into something that wasn't client-based. She was pulled from her thoughts when he asked, So why am I here, Olivia? You've obviously given this situation a great deal of thought, something I'm happy about, but in all honesty, I'm getting a bit unsure about this entire matchmaking thing. I thought by now I'd be settling down again. What do you think it's going to do to find me a wife? A shudder ran down her spine as she snapped back to the reality at hand. Olivia took a breath, eased it out while holding his gaze, and said, I think we should go on a date. And that ends the first chapter. So if I've intrigued you, the book, Perfect Match, is available for pre-order now on Amazon. It's going to be in KU for 90 days, and then I'm going to switch it over wide. So if you want to read it, if you're a KU subscription holder, that would be a good time to do it the first 90 days after April 7th. Sweet with Heat, small town, later in life, 40 plus, second chances, divorce, matchmaker, family drama, a whole bunch of stuff that you usually find in my books. So, that's it. Comments? Thoughts? I'm a big girl. You can say what you need to.